Nan, that the president, former president, who handed over to President Muhammadu Buhari, has finally made up his mind to vie for the top post. He had rejected the expression of interest in nomination forms brought for him by the people described as nomadic Fulani pastoralists and Almajiri communities. He was quoted as saying it was an insult for people to buy the form for him without his consent, but now he has made a U-turn on the issue. A source in his camp who pleaded anonymity with the news agency of Nigeria said the former president had indeed joined the APC formally, having registered at his Otueke ward in Bayelsa State. He said Jonathan was expected to submit his completed nomination forms bought for him earlier in the week by this same set of people. The former president has secured the support of a required number of APC delegates from across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The source also told NAN, the political correspondent, late on Wednesday that some influential African leaders had called Jonathan earlier on Monday to advise him to contest the election in the interests of Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari has been sending President Goodluck Jonathan to do some interventions for him. I remember the Mali coup. I remember quite a number of other visits. He was the one in Ghana. He was the one in Mali. He was the one in Niger. He's been everywhere the vice president hasn't been. And they seem to be exchanging the duty. Today is the Goodluck Jonathan, and then tomorrow is going to be the vice president. Anyway, the point is that Jonathan may end up contesting this election. What do you think? Another doubt?
On 2023, we are still talking about May. 2023, full-grown, bold men and women, somebody in the mold of the former president, who, by the way, it's his choice to want to run. And goodly well that at the end of the day, there might be court cases of interpretation or non-interpretation. As a man who said the blood of
a single Nigerian
is not what his ambition. And that same man in 2021, 2022, I knew this has been on for a little while, has not been man enough to come out and tell Nigerians,
I want to run.
And we are now being told in proxy. I mean, God give us men a time like this demands bold hands, sunburned, and former president in a former party now wants to come into another party because, like the ministers that has allegedly gotten the nod of Mr. President, that you are going to be the one I'm going to back and all that kind of stuff. Same of same. No difference between 6 and half a dozen. Obviously, these people that have thrown themselves up in public space continues to be grave, I dare say, their rights notwithstanding, grave embarrassment to the human capacity that I know Nigerians possess, especially outside this country. Quite a number of us are just wondering. And of course, going through the fault lines.
Yes.
And what have you. I have said it point blank clear. The objective is to muddy the waters amongst your so-called opponents. Now, when I say opponents, I'm not thinking of the North and South. South is the opponents to the North now in this quest for presidency. So let them continue to just dissipate. And then the people that are savvy, the people that are sagacious, and the people we point fingers at and saying that they are politically immature,
Yes.
showing that maturity. And at the end of the day, the presidency sets to be back squarely and not shift according to gentleman's zoning agreement. And if President Jonathan has been assured and reassured. We are just hearing that he's joined APC formally. For crying out loud.
That he had joined APC.
He had joined.
It was just not
You
in the
mean
news.
that kind of information?
Just like we didn't know that Emefiele had joined APC.
That kind of information is not something that we should know. Again, as far as I'm concerned,
yes,
I say consider it, them say, rumor.